Little People Big World star Matt Roloff finally new business opening today. But what business? All over the details today's video. But Caryn and Zach Roloff this business opening don't happy. But why? Chris Merrick big accident announcement today. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have some exciting news straight from the Roloff family, stars of the hit reality series Little People Big World. In this video, we're diving deep into Matt Roloff's latest business decision that's creating quite a buzz. So, grab your favorite snack, sit back, and let's get into it. Before we dive into the details of Matt's new venture, let's take a moment to appreciate the Roloff family and their journey. For those unfamiliar, the Roloffs have been a household name thanks to their reality show, which chronicles their lives as a family living with dwarfism. The show provides a unique perspective on their challenges and triumphs and has endeared them to audiences worldwide. Matt Roloff, the patriarch of the family, is not just a loving father and grandfather, but also a savvy businessman. Over the years, he has successfully turned the Roloff farm into a bustling pumpkin patch and attraction, welcoming thousands of visitors every fall. His entrepreneurial spirit has been a cornerstone of the family's financial success. So, what's this new business decision that everyone's talking about? Recently, Matt announced on his social media that he's venturing into a brand new business that's right. Inspired by his own experiences and the need for quality, accessible home products, Matt is launching Roloff's Essentials. This line will focus on items that cater to families, particularly those with children and those who appreciate good design at an accessible price point. So, what can we expect from Roloff's Essentials? Matt has teased a wide range of products, including kitchen essentials, organizing solutions, and even some adorable toys for kids. Holds up images for viewers to see. These products are not only designed to be functional but also to promote a sense of family togetherness, which is what Matt and his family value the most. With his first-hand understanding of the needs of families, we can expect thoughtful designs that make life just a little bit easier. Now, let's break down Matt's business strategy. It's clear that he's combining his personal experiences with market trends. By addressing the needs of families and focusing on quality and affordability, it appears he is positioning himself well in the home goods sector. According to recent market studies, the demand for family-friendly home products is on the rise. With more families embracing home life, this is a savvy move for Matt. Not to mention, by utilizing online platforms and digital marketing, he can reach a wider audience without the overhead of a traditional retail space. Timing is everything in business, and Matt seems to understand this well. He has announced that Roloff's Essentials will officially launch next spring. This gives him ample time to fine-tune the products, run beta tests with potential users, and gather feedback from family and friends. Matt has always emphasized the importance of family in everything he does, and it's no different here. He's involving his children and even grandkids in the process, which adds a personal touch to the product development. Naturally, we have to talk about the family's reactions. On social media, we saw some heartwarming posts from Amy, Zach, and the rest of the Roloff clan, all expressing their support for Matt's new business. Insert screenshots of their supportive social media posts. They're all excited about this new chapter and have been the best cheerleaders, sharing his journey with their audience as well. It's this unity and love that has kept the Roloff family strong over the years, and it truly shines through in times like these. One of the most inspiring aspects of Matt's decision is his commitment to his local community. With the launch of Roloff's Essentials, he plans to collaborate with local artisans and craftspeople, providing them a platform to showcase their goods. This not only stimulates the local economy but also strengthens community ties. In addition to that, Matt has hinted at future plans for his farm that might incorporate these products, potentially creating a unique destination experience for visitors. This new venture represents a significant step for the Roloff brand. As they diversify their offerings, it allows them to reach new audiences while staying true to their roots. With Matt at the helm, we can expect a family-oriented approach that prioritizes quality and community. Matt's decision to expand into home goods not only enhances the Roloff legacy, but also sets the stage for future projects, potentially paving the way for even more entrepreneurial endeavors. So, there you have it. Matt Roloff's new business decision is not just a step into a new market, it's a continuation of his family legacy and values. We can't wait to see how this venture unfolds and the impact it will have not just on his family, but the community as well. If you're as excited as we are, make sure to leave a comment below with your thoughts on Matt's new business. What types of products would you love to see from Roloff's Essentials? And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates on the Roloff family and their adventures. Matt Roloff has unveiled his newest venture, a family-oriented business rooted in his deep connection to Roloff farms and the community he's helped build over the years. After seasons of building a quiet farmhouse retreat, updating festival events, and supporting his children's and grandchildren's activities, he's now launched a fresh chapter aimed at creating hands-on experiences for families. This new business, Roloff Rural Collective, operates out of a refurbished barn on the family property in Oregon, transformed into a multi-purpose event and workshop center. Inside, the space is warm and welcoming. Exposed wooden beams, long communal tables, vintage farm tools on the walls, and low lighting strung overhead. The atmosphere is both rustic and refined, balancing comfort with history. The heart of the operation is a series of weekend workshops. Families can sign up to learn traditional crafts like woodworking, candle making, and weaving, led by local artisans. Zach and Tori Roloff helped pilot one of the first sessions, teaching simple carpentry projects for kids, while Jeremy and Audrey are scheduled to host a farm-to-table cooking class soon, using produce from the collective's newly planted garden. Matt invested in solar panels to power the facility, installed a geothermal heating system, and added raised beds for vegetables and herbs. He partnered with local suppliers for materials, reclaimed wood from nearby old houses, natural beeswax from Oregon beekeepers, and linens woven by regional textile makers. The goal: support the local economy while showcasing sustainable living. The collective also includes a small storefront. Products crafted during workshops, hand-whittled spoons, beeswax candles, woven coasters, are displayed alongside Roloff-branded merchandise, aprons, tote bags, farm soaps. A new line of preserves and salsas, made from the farm's late summer harvest, is packaged under the collective's label. The weekend opening drew a steady stream of families from nearby communities. Matt greeted each group personally, offering guided tours of the renovated barn, explaining the history of the farm and the value of preserving traditional skills. Children tried their hands at hammering wooden birdhouses, adults soaked in candle-pouring classes, and families gathered by fire pits for s'mores and stories as the sun set. In the coming months, the collective plans to expand its programming. Their calendar includes seasonal events, a spring seed planting day, summer jam-making workshops, autumn heritage harvest gatherings, and winter craft markets. A portion of ticket sales funds a scholarship program, offering free or reduced-cost workshops to low-income families and students. Matt's approach has always been to bridge generations, bringing grandparents, parents, and grandchildren together. With this new venture, he's formalized that mission into a sustainable business that blends education, preservation of rural traditions, and community engagement. Financially, the business launched with seed funding from Matt's own earnings and a small local investor group supportive of rural revitalization. Early workshops sold out within hours, prompting plans for expansion, additional barn space, an outdoor pavilion for summer events, and a residential studio cabin for retreat weekend programs. Family dynamics are woven into every aspect of the collective. Matt's siblings and ex-partner Amy Roloff attended the launch party, supporting the idea and offering to host their own workshops later in the season. Chris Merrick expressed interest in leading a cheese-making class, working with local dairy partners. The project has become a hub for family involvement. Matt noted during a ribbon-cutting moment that his earlier years on TV showed the world one side of farm life. With this new business, he wants to share another, a slower-paced, community-centered, hands-on life rooted in craftsmanship and connection. He emphasized that the collective was built to last, even after his involvement slows down. Local businesses have responded positively. The town's Chamber of Commerce welcomed the initiative as it draws visitors and supports local artisans. Nearby lodges expect to host weekend guests drawn to Roloff Rural Collective's workshops. A local wellness retreat provider is exploring co-hosted yoga and meditation weekends at the site. Matt has started hosting workshops himself, beginner woodworking, simple kitchen repairs, and fruit tree pruning. He's embraced a teaching role, pairing personal passion with practical guidance. Attendees appreciate his hands-on style, patient, honest, sharing mistakes as well as successes. Online, the collective's website offers an easy booking interface, event calendar, blog posts featuring behind-the-scenes stories, and profiles on local artisans. Social media features quick videos of candle making, woodworking, and kids learning to plant seeds. Comments praise the authenticity and peaceful energy of the sessions. Matt plans to keep all classes small, no more than 12 participants per session, to preserve intimacy and quality. Pricing is reasonable, with materials included. The goal isn't profit maximization, but sustainability and community impact. In one moment, a family from Portland described the experience as the best day we've had in years. Their daughter beamed as she held the spoon she carved, a tangible result of her own work. Her mom said it reminded her of her own grandmother teaching her to knit. Matt later told them that's exactly what he hopes for: memories made and passed on. Behind the scenes, Matt and his team are refining logistics, creating an online waiting list, scheduling rotating instructors, and researching expanded programs like beekeeping or small-scale cheesemaking. A cookbook, featuring recipes made in collective workshops, is in the works. As summer turns to fall, the collective will host harvest festivals and farm tours, inviting school groups to learn about sustainable agriculture and rural crafts. Matt envisions a future where urban families reconnect with basics: food, tools, skills, community. He reflects that this business addresses everything he values: land stewardship, family legacy, community connection, hands-on learning. He calls it a place where stories are made as much as things are built. This launch may mark the start of a decades-long legacy. For now, the barn at Roloff Farms is filled with hammer taps, candle glows, laughter, and quiet pride. Families carry home spoons and candles and seeds, reminders that life's simple crafts carry deep meaning. Chris Merrick posted a short message on Tuesday night. It read, "After a great deal of thought and reflection, Amy and I have decided to separate. We are ending our marriage, but remain committed to raising our family with love and respect." Fans responded quickly, expressing shock, concern, and support. Chris and Amy married in August 2021, with a fairy tale ceremony at Roloff Farms. They had dated since 2017, blending families and building lives together. Amy's 4 adult children and grandkids welcome Chris. He supported her cooking ventures, the farm's fall events, and her growing personal brand. They appeared solid. In early 2024, Amy announced they were expecting their first child together, at age 60. The pregnancy was widely celebrated as a late-life blessing. They shared sonogram photos and recounted how they stood stronger, closer, hopeful. But shortly after the birth, late in 2024, things began to shift. Both spoke publicly about exhaustion, parenthood stress, sleep deprivation, balancing professional demands. Chris remained supportive, helping with the farm and home. But rumors started. Fans noted fewer joint public posts. Amy focused on business tasks without Chris in captions, and he traveled alone to Idaho for work weeks at a time. Anonymous insiders hinted at marital strain. One source said, "They've been on a rough patch since the baby came. Balancing 3 kids under 5 plus a newborn took a toll." Another added that Chris had grown distant, working late nights at his real estate office, while Amy handled her kitchen brand and family duties solo. As 2025 began, Chris and Amy were still appearing together in public, holiday events, family gatherings, but small cracks showed. On-camera moments captured polite distance, less laughing, quiet pauses. Chatter online speculated about growth versus change. In early spring 2025, rumors peaked when Amy was seen without her wedding ring. Chris was absent from her cooking demo in March without explanation. She later said on social media, "Sometimes I go hands-free. Wearing rings isn't always practical with little ones." But fans noted the difference. Chris posted again on May 10th, 2025. He said he and Amy had grown apart over the past year and would be separating. They intended an amicable divorce, emphasizing joint responsibility as parents to their newborn and Amy's 4 adult kids. He asked for privacy. Amy reposted his message with a simple comment, "Truth spoken with love. We appreciate your understanding." Their tone was measured, respectful, guided by unity in parenting. Court documents show the divorce was filed in Clark County, Washington, in late May. It cites irreconcilable differences, with plans for joint custody of their child, shared parenting of the older kids, and no request for spousal support. Most assets remain separate. Amy's business, Chris's real estate holdings, Roloff Farms partnership between Amy and her ex, Matt. The filing requests share decision-making on education, childcare, and health issues. Emergency PIC-UPS would be handled by Amy's kids or local grandparents. Chris offered to pay a monthly child support amount. Amy agreed to accept, prioritizing stability for the children. Friends say they remained civil. Chris's sister commented, "They've been supportive, kind. This isn't a drama. It's two people acknowledging change and moving forward with mutual respect." Amy's daughter added, "They were stronger together at first, but now strong in different ways." Since the split, both have scaled back shared public appearances. Amy returned to the cooking kitchen with solo demo spots, and her business filings list only her name. Chris resumed real estate leads under his own agency. He's scheduled speaking events on parenting, small-town business challenges, and real estate development in the region. Family connections shifted. Amy's ex, Matt Roloff, reached out with warm support at family holidays. Chris was seen chatting with Amy's adult children at a cookout, smiles and hugs shared. Her husband, Chris's friend, told reporters how divorce wasn't easy, but handled with grace. Fans on social media were largely sympathetic. Many had supported their relationship initially and now send well wishes. "Divorce sucks, but you're both brave to do it right." Others praised their calm and thoughtful approach. Chris and Amy each posted online about their favorite shared memories, the 2021 wedding, the birth, family vacations. They wrote about gratitude for each other, for the kids, for fans who watched them share joy and struggle. Critics said their posts feel honest and measured. Real love isn't always forever. It can be kind, honest, and caring to know when things don't work anymore. In private, both are said to be adjusting. Parenting is the priority. They attend co-parenting counseling. They rotate nights with the newborn. Amy's older kids help, filling in for school runs and bedtime routines. Chris now manages his real estate schedule around the baby's naps and family visits. Financially, both seem stable. Amy's multiple income streams, TV, cookbooks, speaking, continue. Chris's agency had 6 deals in Q2 alone. They hope to pay off joint debts within a year and divide retirement accounts amicably. Plans for resale of their shared home are in process. They've agreed to list it in late summer, with proceeds split. Each will seek a new residence. Amy recently toured apartments near her Roloff farm kitchen site. Chris is reportedly looking at a townhouse closer to Portland, closer to his work. A few months in, wounds are healing. Amy told fans, "I'm focusing on motherhood and creation." Chris said, "I'm focusing on roots, family, building new foundations." Their collaboration on parenting remains strong. They co-host a webinar on divorce, co-parenting, and respect, sharing their story and advice. At family events, Mother's Day, baby's 6-month milestone, they appear together, joyful, in matching casual shirts. Photographers capture genuine smiles as they cradle the baby, surrounded by Roloff relatives. The mood is bittersweet but hopeful. They don't follow each other online anymore. They publish alternating posts featuring the baby, calling him our greatest gift. Amy's caption, "Sweet boy, you'll always have 2 parents who love you." Chris writes, "Co-parenting is love beyond partnership." Their fans comment, "So much respect for you both. Thank you for doing it with dignity. Watching this unfold has been beautiful, even if sad." Their story closes on a calm note. Divorce finalized in mid-June 2025, recorded in public court records. Both share custody easily. They send thank you cards to family and fans. They part ways, but remain joined in purpose. They part with respect, take time to heal, and co-parent with intention. Their narrative shifts from romantic support to practical partnership. Together they created a life. Now they will support it together, apart. Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff have officially ended their marriage. The couple, known for their long-running presence on Little People, Big World, filed for divorce in Clark County, Washington, after nearly a decade of marriage. The news came as a surprise to many fans who had followed their relationship closely through the years. They met in 2010 while Tori was working at Roloff Farms during pumpkin season. Their relationship grew quietly at first. They made their official TV debut together not long after, and fans watched their journey unfold. In 2015, they got married on Roloff Farms, surrounded by family, friends, and cameras. Their wedding was featured in a special episode, and they quickly became a fan-favorite couple. Over the years, Zach and Tori shared many parts of their life with the public, including the births of their 3 children, Jackson in 2017, Lila in 2019, and Josiah in 2022. They were known for their down-to-earth parenting, honesty, and the love they showed for one another. But behind the scenes, the challenges of life began to build up. Sources close to the couple say things began to shift after the birth of their 3rd child. The demands of parenting 3 young children, the pressure of being in the public eye, and disagreements about long-term plans began to weigh heavily on their relationship. Tori often felt overwhelmed, while Zach focused more on the farm and outside projects. They began drifting apart, even though their love for their kids remained strong. By late 2023, signs of trouble became visible to their fans. Tori posted fewer photos with Zach. Family photos became rare, and when they were shared, Zach looked distant. Tori began posting more about her children and less about her husband. Meanwhile, Zach stopped appearing in her Instagram stories and stopped commenting on her posts altogether. In early 2024, fans began asking questions. Tori responded vaguely, saying they were going through a busy season and were trying to keep things private. At the time, she said they were focused on their family and taking things one day at a time. Zach, as usual, remained silent. They continued to co-parent and work together on various family projects. They filmed what would become their final season of Little People, Big World in mid-2024. During filming, there were moments where tension between the two was evident. In one episode, they discussed parenting roles and how they often felt disconnected. Viewers could tell something had changed. In August 2024, Tori took a solo trip with the children to visit her family in California. Zach stayed behind in Washington. Tori did not mention Zach in any of her posts. Instead,